mean, that might be an MVP though for a government department.
So I just want to extract a big idea for the class, for this, for the group, is when big name somebody does their next thing, there are 2 or 3 reactions you could have. Oh shit, we might as well go home, okay? 2 is, yeah, it doesn't matter, you know, or 3 is, which is what I would suggest, is be kind of worried, but I always think, what can I rip off from them and what are they missing? Or what am I missing? And how can I do it better? And the only thing that they might have an advantage of is if your idea requires, you know, 50 million of cash, they're probably going to get it first. And then the only thing you need to worry about is, did that validate the market and the market's still large enough for multiple players? Or is the market actually too small? And, you know, it's truly going to be one of the rare corner cases. Let me emphasize, rare corner cases that there's a first mover advantage where, you know, they got the first and only 10 customers. So when you hear of other competitors, your first instinct, as I said, is to try, and I'm not talking about you, this is a lesson for everybody, is blow them off or they don't know what they're, whatever. I would not do that. I would just go, hey, are they smarter than me? Great, they can educate me. I'm going to learn all about them. And either I'm the fool, they're the fool, or I'm going to, you know, execute better. Anybody see the movie Social Network? Right? Yeah. For me, it proved Mark Zuckerberg, you know, wasn't the smartest guy in the room. What was he? What was it? The hardest working, you know, rapacious, tenacious, you know, asshole, whatever. He was not the smartest guy in the room. He certainly wasn't the smartest guy at Harvard. But he certainly worked 10x more, showed up more. The Twinklewass brothers, the Winklewass brothers, you know, these guys were happy rowing. I mean, you know, entrepreneurship wasn't a career for them. You know, it was like, well, I got the idea, you owe me. The fact that they made a dime on that was, you know, God's gift to them. Entrepreneurship is for those who show up and execute. Remember that. For those who show up and execute. And this is not about you guys. So, I don't know what lessons you guys took from Social Network, but the one I point out, the Winklevoss guys were the smart guys, right? But the guys who made the $1 trillion were the ones who showed up a lot and just didn't let go. It's not the smartest guy. You want to know where the smartest guys in the room are? If you're the smartest guy in the room, you're in trouble. Those are the people who ought to be working for you. It's a big idea. You want the smartest people in the room working for you. Right? You want to be the person who knows how to hire the smartest people and rip off everybody's idea and get those smartest people to build it so you can move faster than anybody else. Entrepreneurship is about speed, right? It's about speed, it's about execution. It's, you know, we're doing this stuff, but it's about speed and then tempo. And tempo just means speed at a constant pace, continually. It's unrelenting. That's what Zuckerberg did. Microsoft. Other comments?
I had a comment on, so I actually think the putting stuff like, you know, oh, there's not enough traffic and people are just walking by the stores, like I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. I think the fact that you could possibly, potentially get an owner to let you put up a giant poster is huge. Like trying to, because you're going to have, you know, you're going to have like, whatever, 80 people walk by during a day versus like most of the property, like trying to get 80 people to show up to like a brand new consumer brand in a day is like really, really hard. But you do of course want to leverage the web, so like I would think about getting the posters up in there and then making it really easy for the people who actually do happen to stop and vote to share it. So like use Facebook or something to amplify it. But I wouldn't like roll out a consumer destination when that's my top priority. But you know, everyone has a different so.
On Neighborland's blog, they have a blog post called 5 Leaders Turning Vacant Spaces into Real Places. And there's one called Pop-Up Hood in Oakland. I mean, there's all great, so much good information on this site.
Talk to me after because an important story about how neighborhoods are. That is, I think, will be relevant. Okay.
All right, guys, we gotta start moving on to this team. No, this is a bigger poster we had yesterday, and it was just part of this poster, this whole thing. We had
so it's the dead guy in the
yeah, it's much bigger than.
Dead guys.
It looks small, but it's
yeah.
It's like it's this big and like this tall.
Okay.
Pretty cool. It was this big, not tall.
Cool.
Right.
Next